Welcome back to Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising, shocking and truly unbelievable stories in the world of rare American coins, the Lincoln penny from 1971 with the Denver Mint mark, a coin that most people have seen, held, spent or possibly lost in the corner of an old drawer without ever knowing that one specific coin from this year could be hiding a fortune beyond imagination. People walk past these coins every day, never realizing that a single piece of copper might hold more value than gold, more excitement than a treasure chest and more history than they ever expected. So sit back, relax and get ready because the story you're about to hear will change the way you look at every penny forever. The journey of the 1971 Lincoln penny begins decades ago, in an era when people barely paid attention to small change. It was a time when copper coins circulated in billions, passing from hand to hand, from pockets to counters and from dusty jars to the pockets of generations. But hidden inside all those billions of coins were tiny mistakes, minting errors, die variations, and rare anomalies that collectors would one day pay incredible amounts of money for. The Denver Mint was extremely busy that year, producing millions and millions of pennies every day. But as the pressure increased, the chances for small imperfections increased too, giving birth to coins so special that today collectors are searching the world for them like explorers searching for lost treasure. The 1971 penny is famous today because a handful of them show strange doubling, unusual marks, rare metal characteristics and odd visual differences that happened accidentally during striking. Some collectors found coins with beautifully strong doubling on the date, others found unusual shine and surface details, others discovered that their penny was slightly different in weight or texture compared to common coins. These tiny details may not matter to the casual eye, but to a collector they mean everything. A small error can turn an ordinary coin into a superstar of the numismatic world. And this is where the unbelievable value story begins. In recent years, the coin market has exploded with demand for rare cents and some 1971 pennies have been valued at unbelievable prices. A single lucky find can make you gasp, because collectors have paid hundreds, thousands and even more, depending on the condition, rarity and grading. There are reports of certain extremely rare pieces being valued in ranges that surprise everyone. Imagine holding something in your hand that was once worth only 1 cent but now carries a value that shocks collectors, a value that rises into the thousands and beyond. Some rare examples, depending on condition and certified grades, are said to reach mind-blowing amounts, and that is what excites treasure hunters today. Many collectors discuss values that appear unbelievable, and some enthusiasts have even mentioned numbers like 0.787, 0.97649 and higher in discussions of potential worth depending on rarity and error type. While every coin is different and prices vary widely, the excitement around these values fuels a growing desire to search every coin carefully. The magic of the 1971 penny is not just in the possible money but in the story behind it. Every coin tells a tale. This penny has lived through decades, carried by thousands of hands, spent on simple things, forgotten in pockets, stored in boxes, maybe dropped under a couch, maybe lost in a car or buried in a jar of old money that nobody opened for years. And inside that ordinary everyday experience lies a tiny miracle of history and value. That is why collectors love rare pennies so much. They represent the mystery of chance, the thrill of discovery and the beauty of small details. Imagine opening an old jar in your house. You touch an old penny. You look at the date. Suddenly you see 1971 with a small d. The thought hits you. What if this coin is the one? What if this penny is the rare piece everyone is hunting for? What if this tiny copper circle could change your life? That feeling is priceless. That excitement is why people from all over the world keep searching, collecting, comparing and hunting. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and this penny is one of the greatest examples of that thrilling mystery. Over the years, experienced collectors have carefully studied grading, surface shine, mint luster, doubling on the date, clarity of the letters, condition of the edges, copper color changes and original mint brilliance. The tiniest detail can change everything. A scratch can reduce value. A perfect shine can increase it. A rare error can multiply it beyond imagination. And that is the true beauty of the 1971 penny story. It teaches us that value is not always about size, but about rarity, history, and the unique details that make something stand out. Even today, collectors continue to search for the next treasure. People are checking their pocket change, going through coin rolls, opening old boxes, asking family members to look in old bags and visiting coin shops, hoping to find a penny that could turn into a small fortune. The rise of online auctions has also created a new wave of excitement because people witness real sales happening, real coins being sold, real collectors competing for rare pieces, and real money being paid for coins that once bought nothing more than gum or candy. The 1971 penny teaches us another lesson too. Sometimes the most valuable treasures in life are the ones we overlook. Sometimes the richest discoveries are hiding in plain sight. Sometimes the smallest things can have the biggest impact. That message connects people across generations. Grandparents, parents, and kids all feel the excitement of holding a coin and imagining the possibilities. This is why the story of rare Lincoln pennies continues to grow stronger with time. So as you watch this video, think about the coins you have at home. Think about the jars filled with old pennies. Think about your father's or grandfather's collection. Think about the coins lying in drawers, forgotten by time but possibly filled with unbelievable value. The next rare treasure could be waiting for you. The next rare penny could be sitting just inches away from you right now. And who knows, maybe one day you will be the next person to discover a penny worth more than anyone ever expected. This is Coins, reminding you that every coin has a story, every penny has a secret, and every collector has a chance. Keep searching, keep discovering, and never underestimate the tiny treasures that hide in everyday life. Because the next rare Lincoln penny might just be the one that turns your curiosity into excitement, your excitement into discovery, and your discovery into something priceless. Today's story will take you deep inside the world of rare Lincoln pennies, especially the mysterious and surprising 1975 Lincoln cent that collectors are hunting across the world. Many people look at the small copper penny and assume it has no real value, but the truth is that the right coin, the right minting error, or the right historical background can turn a simple cent into hundreds, thousands, and even life-changing money. There are collectors right now paying extremely high amounts for rare Lincoln pennies because they are becoming harder and harder to find in circulation. Some rare pieces have reached insane valuations like $787.97648 and beyond, depending on condition, rarity, and grade. So stay with me until the end, because this long deep dive may help you discover that a small penny you ignored for years could be a valuable treasure. Let's begin with the iconic Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent has been in the pockets of people since 1909, created to honor the great American President Abraham Lincoln. Over the decades the design has changed slightly, but the classic portrait of Lincoln on the front, made by sculptor Victor David Brenner, has remained. What makes certain pennies special is not just age. Rarity can come from unexpected minting mistakes, small variations, metal composition changes, limited production numbers, or coins that were kept in perfect mint condition for decades. In the huge world of coin collecting, even tiny differences matter. That is why the 1975 Lincoln penny has become an exciting topic, because although millions were produced, only a very small number survived in extremely high grade or with rare minting errors that raised their value dramatically. Many collectors do not know that the 1975 penny marks one of the periods when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with production pressure, die conditions, and metal supply challenges. This means that some coins came out with unusual strikes, stronger impressions, double strikes, center strikes, and even extremely sharp details that are now seen as premium qualities. A normal 1975 penny in used condition is common, but when you find one with blazing luster, perfect surfaces, or striking minting errors, you're holding something special. Serious collectors want these coins, and the market value can climb to extreme levels, especially when certified by grading companies. The modern coin market is intense. People are searching through old jars, drawers, piggy banks, inherited collections, and even loose change from grocery stores hoping to find valuable Lincoln pennies. The demand rises every year because older collectors want to complete their sets and younger collectors are joining the hobby thanks to social media and videos just like this one. As demand increases, the price of high-quality rare coins rises as well. In some cases, a 1975 penny with an error can sell for far more than expected, sometimes hundreds, sometimes thousands, depending on the rarity. There have even been examples valued around $787.97648 or more when sold at auction. The exact number changes with time, but the point is clear: rare Lincoln pennies, even from the 1970s, can be worth serious money. The 1975 cent is especially interesting because it came during a time when the composition was still mostly copper. Many people today forget that these older copper pennies contain valuable metal content compared to the newer zinc pennies made after 1982. Collectors prefer the older copper versions because they last longer, hold their shine better, and are considered more classic. When a copper penny from the mid-70s is found in near-perfect condition, with original mint red luster, it stands out immediately. If you happen to discover one in your change that looks unusually bright or perfectly preserved, keep it aside. There is always a chance that it might be something special. Another factor that gives value to the 1975 penny is mint errors. Some of the most desirable types include double die obverse, where the lettering or date appears doubled, off-center strikes where part of the coin is not aligned properly, broad strikes where the rim looks stretched, and die cracks that leave raised lines across the coin's surface. These types of errors happened unintentionally at the mint, making the surviving examples extremely rare. Collectors love these mistakes because no two coins are exactly the same, meaning each rare error penny becomes a one-of-a-kind piece. Depending on the severity of the error, the price can jump from a few dollars to hundreds or even thousands. One of the things that make coin collecting so exciting is that you never know what you might find. Every year people discover old Lincoln pennies in unexpected places, tucked inside old wallets, hidden in wooden boxes, mixed inside inherited coin jars that nobody touched for decades. These discoveries remind us that treasure doesn't always shine at first glance. You might be holding a small piece of history without realizing it. The 1975 penny, though common in everyday condition, becomes a rare and valuable piece when found with exceptional qualities. Mint state coins graded extremely high, such as MS 67 or above, are incredibly scarce. The higher the grade, the greater the value. The history of the Lincoln penny makes every piece feel connected to something bigger. Every scratch, shine, mark, or detail tells a story of years passing through people's hands. When a coin survives in beautiful condition from 1975 until today, it becomes a small time capsule. Collectors appreciate not just the monetary value but also the historical connection. Because of this emotional and historical value, the price of certain coins continues to climb as more collectors enter the market. If you are searching for rare 1975 pennies, the best thing you can do is learn how to identify special features. Look closely at the lettering, the date, the quality of the strike, and the rim. If something seems unusual, it might be worth examining under a magnifying glass. You can also compare it with online images of known errors. Many great discoveries start with just a quick look and a curious mind. Even if your coin doesn't have a major error, its condition alone might make it valuable. There have been stories of people selling a rare penny and earning enough to pay bills, buy electronics, or even start a small investment. Imagine the excitement of realizing that the penny you kept forgotten in a drawer is worth far more than 1 cent. That is why searching is worth it. Every time you receive change, you are holding an opportunity. At any moment you might come across one of these rare treasures. The 1975 penny may be simple, but inside the world of numismatics, it represents potential hidden value that could surprise anyone. The market today continues to grow, and rare Lincoln pennies remain at the top of collector interest. Auctions, online sales, and private deals show steady demand. As long as collectors cherish the past and appreciate fine details, coins like the 1975 Lincoln cent will hold a strong position in the hobby. Whether the value is $50, $500, or rare cases approaching almost $787.97648 or more, the thrill of discovery stays the same. That's what makes collecting so exciting. Thank you for watching Coins, where every coin has a story and every story could lead to treasure. Keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of a small penny. Your next valuable find could be hiding in your pocket right now. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and exciting coins in United States coin history, the rare and highly desirable Lincoln penny from 1976 with the Denver Mint Mark D. This is a coin many people think is ordinary, but in reality some versions of the 1976 D penny can be worth truly shocking amounts of money. Collectors are hunting them, values are rising, and stories around this coin have become legendary in the coin world. Let's start by building the full atmosphere of 1976. It was the year of the American bicentennial, a year full of national celebrations, special designs, and patriotic themes. Even though the Lincoln penny kept its usual design with Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, the year itself made people save many coins from 1976. Over time most of those pennies were spent, lost, damaged or circulated until they became extremely worn. But in some cases a few rare examples survived with mint errors, strong strikes, shiny surfaces, or unusual compositions. Those are the coins that collectors are paying big premiums for today. Now let's talk about the Denver Mint. The 1976 D penny was struck in massive quantities, but quantity does not reduce rarity when specific errors or high-grade conditions appear. Some 1976 D pennies were struck slightly off-center, giving the date and lettering a dramatic look that collectors love. Some coins were struck with a die crack, meaning a thin raised line appears on the coin, usually across Lincoln's portrait or along the edge. These tiny details can turn a normal penny into a valuable collector piece. Other rare features include double die strikes, where the lettering or numbers appear doubled. The word Liberty, the date 1976, and the phrase "In God We Trust" sometimes show extra thickness on rare error coins. This kind of doubling can increase the value far beyond ordinary expectations. A high-quality double die coin from 1976 D can bring in extremely strong bids at auctions. Collectors also pay huge money for what is called high-grade mint state coins. These are coins that look almost untouched by human hands. Perfect surfaces, glossy shine, crisp details, and no scratches or discoloration push the value upward. When grading companies like PCGS or NGC give a grade of MS66, MS67 or higher, the money skyrockets. Even though the penny is 1 cent, rare high-grade examples can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on demand. Now let's focus on the eye-catching market value that shocks so many viewers. Some collectors have reported rare 1976 D Lincoln pennies with special attributes selling for extremely high prices, sometimes beyond $70,000 depending on condition, rarity, and specific error features. A number like $787.97646 may look unusual, but the truth is that strange pricing appears often in private collector sales, where buyers negotiate special amounts. The important thing is this. When a rare 1976 D penny has the right combination of mint error, perfect strike, strong luster and certified grading, its value can enter the territory of serious collector money. Suddenly the tiny copper penny becomes a treasure. The history of the Lincoln penny adds even more excitement. The design has remained one of the most iconic American coin images. Abraham Lincoln has been on this coin since 1909. Generations of families have collected Lincoln pennies, making it the most familiar coin in America. But among all the years, the 1970s have become a hot spot for collectors. The 1976 year in particular stands out due to the spirit of the bicentennial era. As people revisit old penny rolls from the 70s, more discoveries appear every year. Some people who never expected any treasure are suddenly finding rare coins worth big money inside old jars. Imagine someone casually opening a drawer after 20 years and stumbling upon a handful of 1976 D pennies. One of those coins might have a doubling error or a crisp mint-fresh appearance that transforms it into a valuable piece. Stories like this continue to spread in the coin community. Many new collectors start their journey when they discover that a simple penny can be worth more than expensive jewelry. This is why the 1976 Lincoln penny stays in the spotlight today. Before you think every 1976 penny is worth a fortune, it is important to understand that condition influences value more than anything else. A worn, dirty circulated penny may still have minor interest, but the big money goes only to the rare condition coins, special error coins or certified high-grade coins. That is why collectors carefully check every detail under strong magnification. The thickness of the date, the clarity of Lincoln's eye, the crisp lines in the memorial building, and even the shine on the fields all matter when judging a coin. Every little detail can change the price. Now let's talk about the current market trends. As more people watch coin videos, more collectors join the hobby. This pushes prices upward. Rarity plus demand equals higher value, and the 1976 penny sits right in the sweet spot. Auction data shows strong activity, with buyers fighting over top-graded coins. Even average mint error pennies from 1976 have grown in value over the past years, proving that interest is only rising. People want to own a piece of American coin history, and the 1976 penny offers both nostalgia and investment potential. If you have a 1976 penny, take your time and inspect it carefully. Look for extra thickness in lettering. Look for shine and luster. Look for off-center strikes. Look for unusual weight or color. Each detail could change the value dramatically. Always handle the coin gently, avoid touching it with fingers, and if you think it might be rare, consider showing it to a professional coin dealer or sending it for grading. As collectors continue to discover surprises, the 1976 Lincoln penny remains a symbol of how something so small can carry so much history and value. That is the magic of coins. They travel through time, passing through countless hands, but only the rare ones become legendary. And somewhere, someone might still be holding a penny worth far more than they ever imagined. This is the Coins Channel, bringing you the most exciting stories, hidden treasures, and valuable knowledge from the world of numismatics. Remember to check your pockets, your drawers, and your old coin jars. You never know when a rare penny might turn up. Coins are not just metal. They are history, mystery, and sometimes money far beyond their face value.